Hey everybody, how are you? Wow, I look crazy today, don't I? Sorry about that. Took the day off, so I look like I took the day off. Okay, I'm gonna start tagging some friends and then we're gonna get started. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It was a good day for me. I did get to sleep in some. Tell me where you're from, how long you've been with Puzzle Tumblers, how did you find us? And I can get started in just a sec. Find me over here at the same time. What I've got to show you guys is super cute, super easy, and I think that I'm going to be seeing quite a few of these online because when I show you what I've come up with, you're going to absolutely love it. Now, what I am going to show you, I designed, but there are other things that you can, other places that you can go to find what I have to share with you. Okay, I've tagged quite a few people, and now I'm going to down so that you can see here. Make sure what you see is what you need to see. There's my hands. So tell me all about how you found us, where you're from, and tag some friends that you have in Puzzle Tumblers so that they know to come watch as well. You need to stay on as long as possible because I do give away things at the end, but you have to be here in order to be here. You have to be here. Hey, Joseph, you have to be online in order to get the secret word. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, what I did first was, this is what I designed right here. It's probably upside down. I have all of my cut stuff here. Look at that. I designed this about 2 weeks ago, and this is what I will be sharing with you guys. Hold on. I didn't do very well when it came to making sure this didn't get stuck everywhere. It is Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. Now, it's only their faces. You can add if you want to. I have taken off several things because I don't want them on the cup. I don't know how I managed that when I was being so careful. But this is what we're going to be making. This is the SVG that I will be sending to you guys. I'll be uploading it on files. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Beverly. And so later on, I'll upload these. You can't see it, but Mrs. Claus does have lines for you to cut out. And then a couple of days ago, I got my 14-ounce, hey Jessica, hey Carolyn, 14-ounce coffee mugs, these right here, and I spray painted them, and I did everything that I needed to do to get them ready for today, except sand it. I need to sand this one. Find my sandpaper. I'm gonna walk away for just a second. I don't like doing this, but I have got to get my sandpaper. And I'll tell you why I'm so particular about this, because I don't know if you've ever seen when you are doing a cup and you don't sand it correctly. Hey, Barb. Hey, Cynthia. You're going to get bumps underneath your vinyl. You don't want that. So you need to go ahead and sand down your cup. Make sure everything is smooth and ready for your vinyl. And that's one thing I did not do. This is just regular old grit sandpaper that I got at Walmart. Oh, Mina, you're really going to like it. It's super duper cute. Wipe off all of the dust. Okay, again, you're going to make sure that your cup is smooth and ready to go. All I did was I layered the top and the bottom with painter's tape. I spray painted it, and then I used the Mod Podge method to apply the colors. Now let me show you what colors we're going to be using. This is it's right here. Right here, it's the Color Me Red for the outside of the cup, right here. When I spray painted it, it's a little bit darker on here because I used a darker red You have so many colors of glitter that you can use because it depends on what you spray paint your cup. If you spray paint it white, your color's going to be lighter. If you spray paint it dark, your colors are going to be darker. Then on this cup right here, I used White Orchid with the Mod Podge method on this one. On this cup right here that I'm going to be using for my Mrs. Claus, I used a little bit of the Don't Be Salty, and I actually spray painted the cup, and then I added this to my epoxy. So when it dried, it was already smooth and ready to go. I put one layer on and then came back in 40 minutes later and did another quick layer of it. I like doing it this way because there's no bumps or anything on here. So that's another way you can apply your glitter, is by putting it in the epoxy and applying it directly to your cup. This only works if you're going to do your cup in one solid color. I only did it white, so therefore I put the glitter in the epoxy and I put it over the top of a white spray painted cup. So that's why this one is done differently. Again, the only reason why I didn't do it with this one is because it's two different colors. I don't want to miss anyone. Isn't that great? Isn't that a great color? Don't Be Salty. This is a good color. All right, so as I said, here's our little cutout. I had to print it out, so I made sure that I put it in the right order. We are going to be applying our, I cut everything out in advance. I'm going to start with Mr. Claus. I want to make sure that, I don't know why everything decided it wants to be stuck to everything. But the reason I did it the way I did, the reason I printed it out, was because I want to make sure that everything's laid down in the order it needs to be put down. If not, it won't look right. So we're going to start with Mr. Claus. This is going to be his face, and of course, you know, this is going to be his hat. Now you can do whatever you want back here. If you guys want to add in the hat, you're welcome to do that. I personally decided not to do that. I want to keep it, there's still some bumps up here. I don't want the bumps to show up through my epoxy, my vinyl. So I'm just sanding it down flat. Because once you've got the epoxy, that vinyl down and the epoxy over the top of it, you cannot get rid of those bumps. You just can't. So my wet towel here. All right, Miss Kathy. So what we're going to do is start with Santa, and we'll start with his eyes. Maybe, if I can find my luck. Here they are. Here are his eyes right here. Little beady little eyes. All I did was a reverse weed on here. We're not going to start with his eyes. If I start with his eyes, I won't know where to put his eyebrows. So we're going to go with his eyebrows. And I don't know if y'all see this, but everything has already been pre-cut. And I did a reverse weed so that when I lay this down, it's easier for me to be able to find everything. So we're going to lay down his beard. No rhyme, no reason. You can lay this down however you want. I'm just going to lay it down first so I know where to go from here. Easy peasy, just like that. We now have a beard. We now have a mustache, which I want to put directly over the top of the beard. And as you probably can see, Barb, I'm picking on you because you were picking on me last week. I'm able to pull this up easier because last week I used removable vinyl and this week I'm not. This week I'm using regular vinyl. And see, I should have laid down my nose first. Here's my nose. This is Mrs. Claus. This is not it. Here's his little nose. You're going to get all these little pieces, guys, so you can make this as well. Here's his little nose. do I wrap the images? I don't know what you're saying. Katie, can you help me understand what you're asking? Because I don't really know. I don't wrap my images. All I did was I made each piece individually, and now I am I'm just applying them all. I did the SVG. I just messed up Mrs. Claus's nose. Hey Teresa, hey Melissa. I cut out my SVG in every little bitty piece. Basically what we're doing was we're going back to Tumbler Making 101. There isn't any wrapping. It's basically just cutting out everything as we go along. I'm gonna get back on for whatever reason, my computer's decided it doesn't want to be online with you guys today. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we'll apply his eyebrows, so we'll know where to apply his eyeballs. Everything on here is going to be in an SVG, so all you have to do, depending on what you decide you want to do, is ungroup everything. It's all in here exactly how I'm lying it down. And we'll be adding on some additional things in just a bit. Hold on, I want to get back on. I want to be able to answer your questions. Sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. Huh, I may not be able to answer your questions today. Hey Val, you can see that you were on. All right, varnish these on. Just like this. I also have elves. I have reindeer. If y'all are interested in me uploading any of this, please let me know. I will do so. They're all designs that I did myself. So you're welcome to use them. Just don't sell them. I don't know why I can't pull this up. Basically what I like to do is make sure that these SVGs stay in our group. I don't know why they won't come up. All right, here's his little eyes. And his other little eye. Guys, this is really cute when it's done, I promise you. Right now it's just laying down pieces. Just like this. Now you see him coming around. I'm trying to get back on the Facebook page. It will knock me off for whatever reason. I won't be able to answer your questions. I'm really interested in seeing what the wrap was. Okay, next thing we're going to do is, this is Mrs. Claus, this is Mrs. Claus. Where's the rest of it? All right, so I also went on ahead and did his, the portion here of his hat. And it's a little big. Let me go ahead and move it anyway. His hat here. And I can add on to it just a little bit. Hello, Twyla. Yeah, I have everything. I did some... Now the reason I'm not going to add the rest of his hat on is you'll see in just a little bit. I have two little elves. What is the glitter epoxy ratio if applied like the Mrs. Claus cup? You know what? I don't really have a glitter to epoxy ratio, Dawn. I literally just put it into the epoxy that I stirred up until I felt like it was, you don't want it to be putty. I'll have to do that one day. Right here is where you can add on to your hat. I am Melissa, do you not hear me? I'm scared. You might have to go out and back in. Let me see if I can do it this way. I don't know. Melissa, please let me know if you can hear me. Can anybody else hear me? Do y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I can't hear you. I just got off and got back on and I can hear you now. Good. Okay, good, Melissa. Thank you. I'm glad. All right, so here's where we are right now. He's got his hat on and his mustache and his beard. Is there anything else that he needs? I think everything else is her. Okay, so here's where it gets a little different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply Mod Podge and some more glitter. And it's going to be on top of this vinyl, on top of this vinyl, and on top of this vinyl. And what we're basically doing is we're building up some texture by using Mod Podge. I'll bring you down so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to be building up texture by using Mod Podge, and I'll be using glitter as well. Bring him over here. And basically all I'll do is take my brush here. So it's just a little brush that comes in a little packet that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'll apply. When I put this on, I'm literally dabbing it on this way. You don't want it to be perfect. If you add it on perfect, you're going to get perfectly flat glitter, and you don't want perfectly flat glitter. You want to build up that texture. How are you doing, Lorianne? If I miss saying hello to everyone, I apologize. Y'all come up so fast at times that I miss you. Last week I missed my daughter. All right, and you can see that there's some texture there in the Mod Podge. And now I'm going to add on my first layer of glitter. And the reason I say first layer is because we're going to be adding more on top of this. But as you can see, it's not perfectly flat. There is some texture in there, and you want that with his beard. And you want that with his eyebrows, and you want that with everything that's supposed to look like cotton or fur or whatever you want it to be. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my brush and I'm patting on globs of Mod Podge. Tap, tap, tap. Thank you. I'm glad you find I'm going to be uploading some more, Linda, later on. I've got some elves, and I've got some reindeer, and we'll be doing some fun challenges with SVGs that I upload, where you do the SVG on cups, but you have to use specific things and show me different ways you can use the SVGs we upload. Right now we're doing one in the exclusive group. We will be giving away prizes as we go along. All right, add this on. And this isn't the only time I'll be, yeah, the Don't Be Salty, isn't that beautiful? I love it. It's one of my favorites because of how pretty and sparkly it is. But do you see the texture that's in there? That's because you're not being perfect. Put some on his beard and eyebrows. We'll move on to Mrs. Claus and come back to him in just a little bit because there's one more thing I want to do to him. And do you see why I have to have my little brush? Because we need to be able to get in those tiny spots around his nose. All of these pieces are on here. Now, when you get the SVG, I'm going to show you, excuse me, what some other parts in it. So if you decide you want to do, there we go. And there he is. I'm going to do his eyebrows. Put this away real fast so I can show you what I'm talking about. When you get it, you will see that there's some parts on here that aren't cut. And that's because I want for people who want to just do a water slide onto a white background to be able to do that as well. But if you'll see on this one that I did not cut, but we're going to be applying differently, is that they have their little rosy cheeks. And he has the whites in his eyes. I did not cut out all of that. So when you get this, this is what your SVG will look like. Okay, I didn't cut this out. I didn't want it on my cup, but you're going to get all of this. And I think I'm going to do her beard, her little collar here in the fluffy as well. The fluffy that I cut out for this is different, and I will upload it with it as this right here. This was different. I could not, for whatever reason, get this to separate from the hat. So you'll be getting all of this, and their cheeks are going to be rosy. Mine aren't going to be rosy on my cup until in a little while, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go ahead and make his, so what you print for a water slide and what you print for your cutout here may be completely different, or you may decide to go ahead and do this again with, and use the other, but you're going to have several choices for his hat and several ways that you can do his beard and stuff like that. So you'll have a couple of choices. This is just the one that I chose. So there we go. He's set. He's ready to sit by and dry off some, because I'm going to show you a little bit more about what I'm going to do with him. Again, this is the Don't Be Salty. It is a fine glitter by Puzzle Tumblers. It is available. These cups are available. They're available singular, and they are available in a package of 5. So let's move on to Mrs. Claus. She's going to be a little more tedious. She is a little bit more, so I need to be able to see this picture. She's so cute, guys. I hope you like her. She's really, really cute. All right, so the only difference between this is I did his back red and hers is going to be white. My intentions were to make this his hat, but I think we're going to do something a little different with it, and I will add his hat on here after all of this dries, which is this part right here. Okay. She is super cute. She's so cute. All right. We're going to start with her hair, which is the 2 round parts. I'm supposed to go to San Antonio in November. Oh, no, I'm so sad. No, I'm not. No, Linda, I don't accept that. I don't accept it. Call them back and tell them I didn't accept that. It's just that simple. All right, her hair is going to go on top of each other like this, okay? I'm going to lay this one down first. You just have to look at it as you're laying it down, because you're going to have this paper to play with. I'm so sad, Linda. Well, that's okay. You're just going to have to figure out a time when you're going to come down so we can come visit. Varnish this on so I don't get fussed at for having really sticky paper again. All right. And then her other half is going to go on like a part. Just like this. Yeah, do that. Maybe you can drive them. We can go to Colleen or something. Go visit Puzzle Tumblers so you can see how everything works and say hi to everyone. All right. Anyway, this is her hair, just like this. Now, another thing you could possibly think about doing is adding in black if you want to outline it. The bubbles here. Going to get out. All I'm going to do is pop them with my X-Acto knife and lay down my bubbles. This is what I'm talking about. If you don't make sure that this is flat, once you put your epoxy on it, you can't get rid of those bumps. See, Rusty's already said we could just come stay with her, huh, Rusty? Yeah, I'm sure you probably want to put us up. All right, the next thing we're going to do is her hair. I've done it 2 different ways. It's totally up to how you want to do it, but I am going to, I can't remember how I did this. Oh, there we go. Lay down her red part. Oh, Linda, I'm over it too. And I did 2 here because when you get your SVG, there's a red part that goes behind. No, ma'am, I'm not staying in a goat barn. Sorry, doesn't work like that. I'm too much of a princess. See, Linda said she'd stay in a goat barn. Uh-oh, her earring came off. Who else wants to come stay with us in a goat barn? She also has chickens. They're very... All right, that's her earring. All right, and I'm gonna lay the other side down just like this. It doesn't make sense, but it will in just a minute. Because when you have your hair dewy up, you have to have both sides. Just like that. Her earring over here. Yes. I think Joseph's coming with. You'll love Joseph. And her earring over here. I'm making sure she's accessorized. Okay. Okay, I gotta see why. All right, y'all are about to disappear for a second. Make sure that I'm not too fuzzy. I want y'all to be able to see everything. I don't know why this earring won't come up. All right, Joseph, sounds like we got to take a road trip. Oh, much better. After I did the rubbing down, it's better. I never can remember to do that. All right, do you see her coming? I know she looks like an angel right now. It doesn't make any sense, but it will start. All right, now we're going to add her hair. There we go. Not said, nope, I don't want to be there. I said, sorry, you're going. I'm tearing part of Mrs. Claus's hair. And she said, ouch. All right, so are you starting to see Mrs. Claus now? Not yet? No, that really looks very, very rude, and I'm sorry. That is very rude. So let's make it a little less rude. Let's add Mrs. Claus's... I apologize. I did not know it was going to look like that. Oh, now I'm seeing the picture, and it looks even worse. Mrs. Claus has eyebrows. Oh, Lord, please don't yell and fuss it to Jessica about that, because I promise you that's not what it was meant to look like. Thank you, Mary. I don't know why this... I don't know if it's because it's humid. How humid? How's y'all's weather? Talk to me, because it is hot, humid, and nasty here. There we go. Her eyebrows. Isn't it fun to watch? I think it's so much fun to watch. All right, guys, so here's the fun part. This was not fun to cut out, but I gotta find it first. Where is it? There she is. This is her glasses. Oh, Laura, I'm so jealous. Is it really hot there right now, Rhonda? And y'all probably, it's probably not very clean either, I'm sure. All right, her glasses are made out of a glitter cut, so it's gonna take a little longer to get it to decide to stick to this piece of paper. All right, let's make her glasses. You'll see her? Isn't she fun? Oh, Rhonda, if you were closer, I'd tell you just to come and hang out here. I'm so sorry. That's miserable. Guys, I took care of everything. No, I think we were up to 95 today. Close to. I didn't sleep last night, so I stayed home. I didn't think people would want me teaching their children half asleep. So I stayed home and I made t-shirts for Thursday's pink out. I agree, but you know what? The thing I like about layered vinyl and doing stuff like this is that this is how it started. There's so many cute things out right now, but if you don't know how to do this, you're not going to be able to really do much more. You really need to learn everything. Guys, her glasses are see-through. I got this vinyl, this see-through vinyl from CSDS Vinyl. It's the best vinyl ever. Oh well, nose just doesn't want to stay. And there's the frustrating part, is when the vinyl keeps coming up on you. All right, there she is right now. Her glasses, her eyebrows, her eyelashes, all of that has been laid down. Her little nose. Now, I can't find her lips. She may be lipless tonight, guys. She may have to have lips put on in just a little while. All right, and here is her collar. But I do want to show you, I didn't do her lips tonight. I think they're in the other room and I'm not leaving again. Here's her collar, and if you'll recognize the collar, I want to show you this because when you get your SVG, guys, there's only going to be one. The collar on Mrs. Claus is the same as the hat on Santa Claus. So we're about to do the same thing with her that we did with Santa, and we're going to, yeah, I went there a while back and we did do some damage. Oh my gosh, their blanks are fantastic. CSDS Vinyl, guys, if you ever want to do something that's really fun. And I'll be adding her little lips. Look, guys, this is her little lips. Right here. I'm missing her little lips, but you'll see that when I upload the picture. But I don't want to leave and go get it again. So now we're going to add on our additional here, and then I want to show you what we're going to do for there. Oh, look. There's Mr. Claus's hat bottom. We got to make sure he has. We're not adding in his red hat right now because I want to make sure all of this is on and it's sealed. Here's the end of his hat. You'll have that as well. We're going to make her hair and everything like his now. And guys, I'm telling you, I did the drawing last week or the week before for the molds, and I drew all 13 names, and 2 people sent me their addresses. And so all of those molds are back up to grab. So I will be giving away a couple of those this evening. There we go. Her little hair. Remember, we're dabbing. We're not doing it perfect. We don't want the hair to be perfect. We want it to look like cotton. So we're going to dab just like this all the way around everything. Well, it's going to be saved, Miss Linda, and you know that I will upload this later on, and you know how to get a hold of me if you have any questions. To make some molds or to make some of these? Because if you make these, I want to see it when you're done. Thank you, Joseph. Joseph made the cutest cup, guys, and it took 3,000 3,000 crystals, the rhinestones from Puzzle Tumblers. So you guys, y'all need to go look. He's got the cutest thing. You need to upload it just so everybody can see your rhinestone work. 3,000, it was a lot. They do, and if I don't get to do it with them, I'm sending my ideas to their teachers. On Friday, we chased bubbles with butterfly nets, and I told them that they were chasing bubble flies, and a couple of them were just too boy to be chasing bubble flies, so we chased bug flies. They were fine with that one, but yeah, that's the stuff that I like to do with them. I love doing stuff like this with them. There's her hair. All right, we're almost done, guys, and then I'll give her some lips, and I want to show you how we're going to make their cheeks rosy. And I want to add one more thing to Santa Claus, because I got it at Hobby Lobby the other day, and I want you guys to see it. If you go into the section over by their vinyl, if all Hobby Lobbies look the same, I can only assume that they do, they have a section of Christmas stuff. And right now, all of their Christmas stuff is 40% off. So, 40 or 50, I can't remember. So I got two things. One of them I'm going to be using on another tumbler like this, but I'm going to show you guys how to make a 3D Christmas tree. I'm probably going to schedule that in a little bit. There you go. There's her collar. Her little mouth is going to go right here. Put her some eyebrows on. And this is why I chose this particular brush, because I want to make sure her eyebrows are on fleek. Do they still say that? Is that something that's still said? Well, either way, she's going to have some pretty awesome eyebrows because I chose the right brush for it. Isn't she fun? I love her. She's like my friend. And guys, when you get this SVG, I designed this one. I got the ideas off of a few other ones, but when you get it, please don't share. This is your SVG given to you by me. Look at her eyebrows, guys. How cute are those? You kind of have to expect to see little pieces of hair flying off. You want to walk over and pat her eyebrows down. Okay, so here's our next step. Now, I want to make sure that they have rosy little cheeks. I'm going to continue using my little brush here, this way, and now I'm pulling out the mica powder. And we're going to dab a little bit of this on each of their cheeks like blush. I don't know if you guys know that mica powder is actually makeup, so you can use this. Never been opened before. That's a good thing. All right, look how pretty that pink is. We are going to dab a little bit here, dab a little bit of Mod Podge here, and then I'm going to take my finger, just like this, and I'm going to dab some pink cheeks on, just like that. I got the mica powder on Amazon. There we go. He's got some pink little cheeks. Now let's give Miss Claus some too. Where'd she go? Mrs. Claus, don't run away. All right, we'll add a little bit of Mod Podge. And give her some pink little cheeks. And I promise when I upload this in a little bit, she'll have a beautiful little smile. But you'll get cheeks on yours in case you decide you would rather just do a water slide. Totally up to how you want to do it. I like doing it this way, but I like to get my hands onto things. There you go. She's got some pink little cheeks now. And I'm going to put her aside because she just needs a mouth now. And what I'm going to warn you guys, if you don't seal these, you're going to lose their cheeks into everything. So remember my saying, seal, 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 then seal it again. Put this down. Now, here's what I found at Hobby Lobby. Look at this tape, guys. Look how awesome this tape is. And what I like about it is it's just the right thickness that you don't have to cut it. But if you don't like it, you could peel it right off because it's just tape. I'm going to use some of this green on my Santa Claus because I want to have some red and green, but this is in the, at Hobby Lobby in the Christmas aisle with their stuff like this. Now here's another thing I'm going to be adding on. This was in the Christmas aisle as well. This one or this one right here. Now I'm not going to show you my other one because the other one is how I'm going to show you how to do a 3D Christmas tree. But these are fun right here if you decide you want to do a gingerbread house. You can hang these off of the house and you won't have to cut the lines out. You won't have to use the nail art line tape stuff. So this already comes with it. But we're going to go ahead and add some tape to Mr. Claus here. Maybe if I can find the end. And then we'll do some giveaways. And then you're going to give me a bit and then I'll upload the SVG. Can't find the end of this, so we're going to make an end. And I want to go down the side here, down the bottom, and up the side again. As you can see, my red got up underneath my tape when I was doing this, but I can always add other stuff later to that. All this does is it crisp it up. You know, it makes the lines a little more crisp. Isn't it great? And you know, it's on sale right now. That's the best thing. So Kathy, get over there and go get it. It's the perfect size. I love this tape because I like to have it cut, but now you know that it's already cut for you, just like that. You can use this on Christmas packages for your SVGs. And you get that entire, all of that came together, and I think I paid $2.99 for it. So that's even better if you ask me. There we go. It's sticking greatly. Did you tape off each section before epoxying each side? No, actually what I did was I taped off, there we go, this is just to make it a little more crisp. What I did was I took the blue painter's tape and I taped off this entire area here. Now I did my red first because I didn't see how the red came up underneath. I did my red first, so I covered up this area here and then I spray painted the red. Then I sealed the dookie out of this and I sealed it some more because I wanted to know that when I put on the tape here, 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 and here, and I spray painted it white, that the red was already sealed. I needed to make sure it was really, really sealed. Yes, I sealed my my paint because when you put down the painter's tape on top of it, if it's not ready, it's going to pull up your paint. So I sealed the paint, I put my painter's tape back down, and then I spray painted this white. Then I did it again when it came time for me. Yeah, it's stainless. We actually sell these at Puzzle Tumblers. We actually have quite a few of these. These are really cute Santa Clauses also. I mean, snowmen. But there they are. Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus is missing a mouth. I will put a mouth on her in just a little bit. But, and I would suggest, he's going to have a hat also. I would like to suggest that you make him bigger. He's supposed to be bigger than Mrs. Claus, and right now her hair is taking over that. But I would like to see you guys make him bigger. And then I think what I'm going to do here, just because I can, is I'm going to use my Christmas lights. This is what I was saying I wanted to add on. And then I'm going to give you our magic word, and we're going to, all I'm going to do here is I'm going to lay my stuff down here. Now guys, this is not going to stay on. This is going to come off for me to epoxy, and then I will take this, see they have these little sticky things on the back. I'm going to lay them down with Mod Podge. But Now I'd have Christmas lights across the back of my cup, and they're made with these Christmas ornaments that I got at Hobby Lobby next to the tape. It's just the paper crafts, okay? And that just gives it a little bit more. I'll have it go all the way across the side over here. So. Oh my gosh, thank you very much, Tina. Tina just reminded me I needed to do the little ball on his hat. I don't want everything to dry first. Thank you. And then I want to show you one more thing to do with him, because he is Santa, and we got to make sure that he's got lots and lots of, and I told you got to do this twice. Well, here's how you do it twice. Because it is dry and it is Mod Podge, you're going to go over that glitter one more time. You're not going to brush it, you're going to tap it. Just like this. And when you epoxy over this, you're gonna have some texture. That's okay. That way when they feel it, they're gonna love the texture. All right, and then you're going to add a little bit more of his glitter. This is the Don't Be Salty. You're gonna love the word that I chose tonight. And there you go, he's just a little bit more Santa Clausy. All right, now let me do his little doohickey here so I can give you the word. And guys, I'm going to give away the some of the molds that didn't go out last week. So please make sure that you check next week, because I did a drawing and I did it as a wheel, and I see a couple of names on here of people who won, but you have to acknowledge that you got the prize. So be lookout, because I give you 1 week and then I mailed everything out. Okay, so our word this week, guys, is going to be ho, ho, ho. You're going to send that to Jennifer Stratton Short. Send it to my messenger, not to Puzzletumblers messenger. Ho, ho, ho. And then I will do a drawing in a couple of days to give away some molds. And I want to show you something that I did that I want you guys to do as well for your kiddos. Now, it's something that nobody ever thinks to do. You always have your molds to do, and you think that you can make just earrings out of them. But guys, you can buy little clips from Walmart or wherever, even on Amazon, and you can make hair bows or hairdoies for your kiddos. And I'll show you what one of mine looks like. Look, guys, he's starting to, I don't know if you can see how he's starting to build up, but after they're all done, seal it really, really well, guys, or you're going to lose his cute little cheeks, and you'll lose all of this stuff. But you want to make sure that you seal him at least 3 times, guys. Seal, 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 because you don't want to lose all the work that you've done here. And then just epoxy over all of it. That's when I would add in your Christmas ornaments or Christmas lights or whatever it is. So send over your word, ho, ho, ho. You don't know which mold I'm going to send to you, but let's go over a few of them. Nope, I don't have them here with me. So you don't know what you're going to get, but I'm going to give away 5 molds. And 5 people will win multiple, because I like to send out little extra things with it. So you'll be receiving a mold or 2. Who knows? Just depends on what I throw in there. And you will be receiving some fun little extra stuff that Jessica likes to throw in. So, but here they are. Add her little smile on and we'll be all set. So send over to Jennifer Stratton Short, ho, 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 and I will be giving some fun stuff away. Our contest will end on Thursday the 16th. So you have between now and midnight, Thursday, October 16th, 2020, to get your ho 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 in. And then this weekend I will do the drawing, and then I'll send everything out next week. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my little tutorial. I will be uploading these SVGs in a little while. They will go into the file on Puzzle Tumblers. Just to rehash what I used, of course, everything here is just 361. We used the Don't Be Salty fine glitter. I also used the, and I also used the Don't Be Salty on her. So her cup is the Don't Be Salty. I used the White Orchid on his, it's less glittery, but on his face and everything, I used the Don't Be Salty. On his cup, I used the Color Me Red, and then for their cheeks, I used Flamingo Pink from FX, from Pearl FX. So anyway, if you have any questions, if you ever need any help, feel free to send me a message. Jennifer Stratton Short. I'm always here for you, and I hope that you all had a fantastic time with me tonight. I will see a couple of you on Thursday in the Exclusive Club. We're going to be doing a fall tree motif. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and thank you for joining me. Be safe out there.